here. There we go. Good evening and welcome to the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School as we bring you the matchup of the undefeateds here tonight. It is the Everest Merchants and the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. Again, good evening on this beautiful Saturday night in central Wisconsin as the two first place teams in their Dairyland League divisions face off here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids most likely still would get the number one seed in the Marshfield Regional or District, as I was told. Everest still kind of in that mix as well, and we would assume that Everest would go to the Merrill region or district, but you never know. Again, two 3-team pools or bubbles that will face off in a couple of weekends of the district regions. Again, Merrill and Marshfield, the two local ones. As the summer is quickly winding down. It is already July 30th. We talked a little bit about it before we came on the air. Football season 19 days away. First football game August 18th. Right to our left here, as the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln Red Raiders will take on the River Falls Wildcats, I believe it is. And again, we will have that game for you. Josh Bush, Olivia Zimmerman here with Steve Maves at this beautiful sports complex as we go through our starting lineups. First for the Everest Merchants, who knocked off Wausau just earlier this week. Batting first and at shortstop, number 9, Tanner Graham. Batting second and in center field, number 12, Coleman Schilling. Batting third and in right field, number 20, Ryan Huczak. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, number 27, Josh Nielsen. Batting fifth and at first base, number 13, Connor Langman. Batting sixth and in left field, number 11, Owen Latondras. Batting seventh and behind the plate, number 5, Logan Langman. Batting eighth and at third base, number 17, Brandon Kranz. And batting sixth and doing the DHing, number 6, Tom Schnell. He is hitting for number 21, Tony Leby, the second baseman. Tom Fish, the manager, and the lone substitute for the Everest Merchants here tonight. For the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks, batting first and on the mound, number 18, Caleb Kromanocker. Batting second and at second base, number 6, Jacob Whitfleet. Batting third and at center field, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker. Batting fourth and at shortstop, number 5, Nate Jackin. Batting fifth and at third base, number 12, Caden Sengbush. Batting sixth and at first base, number 17, Tyler Byer. Batting seventh and in right, number 8, Ryan Searing. Batting eighth and behind the plate, number 15, John Barton. And batting ninth and in left field, number 9, Cole Laddick. The substitutes for Nathan Kromanocker and the Redhawks here tonight, Hunter Boudreau, Kyle Olson, Jesse Fritz, Mike Johnson, Josh Schwabach, Blaine Wallen, and Ethan Peters, if needed, here tonight. I don't even know if I see Ethan down there. He might show up. He might come in for relief if needed. But again, do not see right now. He might be a late entry to it. They added him, or his name is on the lineup card. But as of right now, Ethan Peters not in attendance, or on the field anyway, as John Barton is being announced. And again, that is our starting lineup here tonight for the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. They've got 7 on the substitute and only 4 on the baseline right now. So we'll step aside for our national anthem here from Wisconsin River Orthopedics and Dr. Todd Dillman, and then get you ready. Opening pitch here from the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field in Wisconsin Rapids.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates, and our outcomes are much better.
All right, welcome back to the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field here on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. As we take a look back at the first meeting between these two teams, that was back on June 16th right here. And Nathan Latondras, I believe it was, Nick Latondras, pardon me. Nick is not here tonight. He only allowed 1 hit for Wisconsin Rapids back on the 16th. That was a single by Nathan Kromanocker in the 3rd inning, and that was it. Latondras went 6 innings, gave up a hit, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. Fish came in with 2 innings and struck out 1, and then Huczak came in, and he's not here tonight either. He got the save in the end, or he probably ended up getting the win, or Fish got the win. Huczak got the save as Everest scored 2 in the 9th inning of that game. Ryan Huczak struck out. Brock Warren, again, who is not here, singled and scored in the 9th. Nick Barnes, again, not here, struck out. And Tanner Graham singled and scored in that inning as well. There was 1 error in that inning. Then a couple of weeks ago, Wisconsin Rapids went up to Everest and got a 5-4 win over Everest in a non-league game as well. So it is all tying up to be a fantastic matchup here tonight between these two very, very talented teams. Again, a win is a win, but a loss doesn't really hurt you a whole lot either, because these two teams have went right through this league and most likely will both be number 1 seeds in their district tournament. Opening pitch from Caleb Kromanocker misses high at exactly 7 o'clock here tonight from Wisconsin Rapids. Good to be with you. Good to have you with us on Zaleski Sports. That one's going to be a base hit into left. So Tanner Graham jumping all over the first pitch, or the second pitch, I should say. And there's a base runner on for Everest. And Coleman Schilling, the center fielder. 80 beautiful degrees. It is, again, supposed to get pretty toasty next week. Tomorrow there is a chance of some rain, but very, very limited, very small chance. On the severe weather risk app that I've got from Channel 7, WSAW in Wausau, the chances of storms are minimal, but then on my daily thing it says it's 0. So who knows? That's, again, listen to Jason Zaleski today call the Marshfield Blue Devils and Eau Claire Legion State semifinal. And he said, just tell you the temperature and tell you what it looks like outside. And that is as far as we go at Zaleski Sports to tell you the weather. And right now, it is sunny. It is beautiful. And there are barely any clouds, if any at all. Squares the bunt and bunts it foul. Does Coleman Schilling. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the Everest center fielder. Tanner Graham at first. And we expect some more games next week as Wisconsin Rapids looking to get a game in Waupaca and maybe a couple more against Marshfield. We'll keep you updated. The 1-2 and a spinner and a beauty and buckled his knees. And the first strikeout of the night, and it was a beauty from Caleb Kromanocker. Man, that was a nice one. And now Ryan Huczak, the right fielder. Ryan, a longtime Everest Merchant player, along with player-manager Tom Fish. The opening offering to Huczak misses high and tight, 1-0. And baseball left for you is very minimal. And then football, volleyball, tennis, soccer, that one's going to be lifted out of play. And it runs even at a ball and strike. Fall sports are quickly approaching. Football starts on Tuesday. Equipment handout and then practice. It is hard to believe, second to last day of July, second to last day of July already. The 1-1. High for a ball. 2-1. Talk about how quickly spring sports seasons go in the state of Wisconsin with how late they are able to start. Summers seem to just go so quick. Sengbush to a knee. He goes to second for one across, and in time, a 5-4-3 double play. And Wisconsin Rapids gets out of the first with no damage. No runs, one hit, and nobody left on. There were no errors. We have played a half an inning. Everest nothing. Wisconsin Rapids coming up.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids, and a beauty it was on the double play started by Caden Sengbush on the 5-4-3, and with Huczak running, it was a no doubt double play and nicely turned by Wisconsin Rapids. As soon as we come back on the air, take a look at Tyrone Taylor for the Milwaukee Brewers hitting a solo home run. Crew are up 9-4 in Boston. They head to the ninth inning. Now Caleb Kromanocker will go up against Josh Nielsen here tonight. And the first offering to Caleb is good for a strike. I believe the game might be over. I think they're in Brewers Live right now. No balls and a strike to Caleb Kromanocker. And that one is off of Derek Freeman's back leg. It went through the wickets and right off that knee and right off of his, right above the knee it looked like. And that was a quick reaction, and it tied up the catcher Logan Langman, and then Freeman went down pretty quick. That didn't sound good, didn't look good. Take a look back at it here. Yeah, right off the mitt, right underneath the mitt, and Logan Langman got tied up from Josh Nielsen. Man, oh man. First inning is not a good way to build a good relationship with the umpire if you're a catcher. Working out that right knee now is our home plate umpire, Derek Freeman. Oofta. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. So much of our lives riding on the internet these days. Choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet, provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years. They have the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. Caleb Kromanocker, a screamer back up the middle, right out of the reach of Nielsen. And Wisconsin Rapids, just like Everest, has their first base runner on of the evening here in the first. And now Jacob Whiffley with Caleb at first. There's a spinner and a beauty, and it's 0-1. Again, these two teams met up in mid-June here in Wisconsin Rapids, and that was a low-scoring game. It was only 2-0, and Everest didn't score until the 9th. And the only base hit of the night for Wisconsin Rapids was a third-inning single by Nathan Kromanocker. The 0-1 to Whiffley. Kromanocker leads from first, doesn't go anywhere, and that one misses outside off the mid of Langman, and on a pass ball, Caleb Kromanocker will make his way over to second base. So good start here for Wisconsin Rapids. Runner at second, and nobody out. Nathan Kromanocker waits on deck. Nielsen comes set, wheels and deals. That was going to be knuckled foul and out of play. Sounded like a broken bat foul. Whiffley will keep his bat. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nielsen looks in. Gets one that he likes. A long look at Kromanocker. Nobody near second base. The 1-2. Going to be hit over to first. That's Connor Langman. He overhand tosses it to Nielsen. Head first slide by Whiffley. Not able to get there, but did his job. Hit it to the right side of the infield. And there is one away and a runner at third for Nathan Kromanocker. Nicely done by Jacob Whiffley to advance Kromanocker over to third. Now the infield plays in with Nathan Kromanocker at the plate. Nathan likes to jump all over the first pitch. See if Nielsen goes right after him. And he does, but misses outside, and it's 1-0. Again, Nathan is a stickler for going after those the first pitches that he sees. Now it's going to be lifted up and out of play. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Nate Jack awaits on deck. Then Caden Sangbush, Tyler Byer, Ryan Searing, John Barton, and Cole Laddick round out the lineup for Wisconsin Rapids today. As we did on Wednesday, we'll go through the MLB standings. That one's going to be hit over to second, gobbled up there by Levy. They'll trade out for a run, and Wisconsin Rapids is on the board here in the first inning. RBI ground out for Nathan Kromanocker, and Nate Jacken will try and restart things here for Wisconsin Rapids.
The shortstop, number 5, Nate Jacken.
And we'll go through the lineups. Go through the lineup, or not the lineups, the standings. First one to Jacken is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Go through the MLB standings, maybe in the fourth inning. Nobody on, 2 out, a run across for Wisconsin Rapids. As Langman again misses the ball. Popped right out of his mitt. Jacken, the shortstop for Wisconsin Rapids, as he has been all summer long. The 1-1 coming back from Josh Nielsen. Fouls right back into the screen, and it runs a ball and 2 strikes. Caden Sangbush on deck for the Red Hawks. Again, Rapids trying to add a couple more games next week. One in Waupaca on Friday, I believe it is. See if we'll make a trek over to Lakeman Field. Not sure about that one yet. Friday night. We'll see. No, they're trying to get a couple with Marshfield as well. If Marshfield wins tonight, as Jacken grounds that one over to third base, gobbled up across, and in time to get Jacken by a stepper in, and Kranz retires Jacken. A run on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on for Wisconsin Rapids. They did scratch across a run, We have played an inning complete. It's Wisconsin Rapids 1, Everest nothing. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Top of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. For Everest, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Going back to that Marshfield comment earlier, if Marshfield beats Rib Lake tonight, they will be in the playoffs. If they lose to Rib Lake, then they're out. They can't even participate in their home regional next week. So we'll see how all that pans out. Stay tuned to ZaleskiSports.com. Zaleski Sports on Facebook for all of your information on the regional, which will take place on August 12th through the 14th. Joe Anderson will bring you all the games from Marshfield that weekend as Kromanocker falls behind 2-0 to the pitcher Josh Nielsen. Connor Langman and Owen Latondras due up for Everest here in the second inning. Now it's going to be popped up a mile in the air on the infield. Caleb Kromanocker backing up. Tyler Byer calls everybody off and makes the catch in front of Jacob Whiffley for the first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 down. Again, we expect very much so that Wisconsin Rapids will get a number 1 seed in that regional and then, or that district tournament from August 12th through the 14th. And then that one just misses outside. And then state is the week after that. Was that the 19th through the 21st down in the Mississippi Valley area. That one's going to be foul. Chasing it and not getting there in time is Cole Laddick. Sparta, I believe. Viroqua, La Crescent. Down there, that's a long way to go, but very likely that, or depending on how Rapids does in the district tournament in their first year of existence, Rapids can make a splash in the state tournament. A spinner right in front of home plate. Barton plays it and throws it over to Byer for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down for Owen Latondras, the left fielder. Then Logan Langman awaits on deck. A couple of years ago in the summer of 2020, we had the opportunity to broadcast every single WBA state tournament game. That one's going to be into left, and that one is going to get down over the head of Cole Laddick, and a 2-out double for Owen Latondras. Cole overran it. If he would have maybe put his glove up, he would have caught the ball. He overran it, and then once the ball landed, it was right over his head. But a 2-out double for Logan Langman, the catcher for Everest. Spooner and Hayward. Spooner was the site of the championship game. The River Falls Fighting Fish won last year, or 2 years ago. Then the Haga Knights won last year in Marshfield. We'll see who comes about it this year and see what happens. It's always a fun 3-day tournament, state tournament, whatever it is, WBA. There's a breaker and a beauty from Caleb, and it's 0-2. Especially these summer baseball leagues, the state tournaments and the state championships are always a best baseball at the best time of the year. And that will do it? No. Man, oh man. A ball and 2 strikes. That one missed somewhere. The whole right side of the infield was heading into the dugout. The 1-2 to Logan Langman. And missed outside the fastball, and it evens it up at 2-2. Talked about it again on Wednesday in the Rapids win over Scandinavia. 2-2 coming home. Man, oh man. Not missing by much. And it's 3-2 for Logan Langman. It was 0-2. Caleb comes set. Takes a deep breath and fires. Foul straight back into the screen, and it remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Starting next Thursday, August 4th, are the opening rounds of the, I will mention it maybe in the bottom of the second after this pitch. Now it's going to be hit over to Whiffley, plays it on a hop, backs it up, and throws out Langman in plenty of time. We'll talk about what's coming up next week in the world of baseball. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Rapids. You're watching Red Hawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Link. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Link to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Bottom of the second inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. For the Red Hawks, it'll be 5, 6, and 7, Sengbush, Beyer, and Searing. But before we went to break and before the inning ended, talking about what's starting next Thursday, or this upcoming Thursday on August 4th, it will be the opening round of regionals. It'll be the opening round of regionals for the Little League World Series. Talk about some of the best times in all of baseball, all of summer. Doesn't get much better than the whole month of August for Little League baseball. Little League softball is continuing as well, playing on ESPN Plus and ESPN, and rightfully so. Those are some amazing young softball players, and get their due as well, and rightfully so. Little League World Series regionals. There are a lot of them overseas. The team from Taiwan or Chinese Taipei, they won their regional like 3 months ago. They're just waiting for the U.S. to to finish theirs up, and they'll make their way over to Williamsport, PA, for the Little League World Series, which is about 10 days long at the end of August. Again, some of the best times is the month of August for Little League baseball and softball. And it all starts in the U.S. for Little League baseball regionals. Now it's going to be hit up the middle. Caden Sengbush, a base hit. It all starts on Thursday. Give a shout out to our friend Bryce Rasmussen tuning in here tonight.
First baseman, number 17, Tyler Beyer.
Let's take a look at that here. Which one starts first? The Southeast Regional in Warner Robins, Georgia, and the Southwest Region in Waco, Texas start on Thursday. There's a fastball strike to Tyler Beyer. Ryan Searing on deck. The Asia Pacific region, they already won theirs. Chinese Taipei. Queensland, Australia won theirs. Brisbane North Little League. Fu Lin Little League and Chinese Taipei. Canada's regional, I guess there's only 2 of them. 4 of them that have made theirs, already won their regions. The Canada Regional will take place on Thursday as well in Calgary. The Caribbean one, that already took place. They just don't have winners of those ones yet. How about being able to play Little League Baseball in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic? Man. Playing a regional there. Throw down to first, and Sangbush, he got him! They said he got him. I don't think that was right. Sangbush is going to be called out on the pickoff. And there's one away. Man, oh man. Take a look at that one as well. That did not appear close. Take a look back here in just a second. The 0-2. That was going to be lifted up and out of play. Get a closer look at that. Sangbush had a big lead, and yeah, that was not there, to say the least. But final say goes to the umpire on the bases, and Sangbush was called out. The 0-2 coming back from Josh Nielsen. That was going to be chopped over to short. That's Tanner Graham. And high throw. He's going to be safe at first. And an infield base hit. Infield base hit for Tyler Byer. Tanner Graham kind of just lofted it over there. And now Ryan Searing, the right fielder, with 1 on and 1 out. Mentioned Canada, the Caribbean Regional, Europe, Africa Regional in the Netherlands, the Japan Regional. Again, all these have already taken place. They just don't have the winners of them yet. And Searing's going to bloop this one over the head of Graham. And 3 base hits in this inning for Wisconsin Rapids. Again, Sangbush was called out at first, which the bases could be loaded with nobody out for Wisconsin Rapids, but that's the way it is. Now Johnny Barton with 2 on and 1 out. The Latin America Regional in Nicaragua. The Mexico Regional in Matamoros, Mexico. And don't want to try and pronounce all these names, so just say the ones I know. Barton's going to hit this one into right field. They're going to hold Byer. No, they're going to round him. They're going to send him home. The throw up the line, not in time. Throw to third, not in time. Barton is going to take second. And an RBI base hit for John Barton. And Rapids adds another one here. Nice piece of hitting by John Barton. Nice job by Jesse Fritz to send Tyler Byer home. Searing makes it to third. Barton to second on the throw. And there's 2 in scoring position for Cole Laddick. The infield again plays in. Caleb Kromanocker waits on deck. As Laddick hits that one over to Graham, and they're going to come home, and he's going to be safe at home. What a slide by Ryan Searing. Searing got around the slide, and he comes in to score. What a job by Searing, taking off with contact, and the Redhawks put another one on. Searing scores. Barton to third. Laddick reaches first on an RBI fielder's choice. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Now Caleb Kromanocker. That was going to be hit up and out of play. Base running has been phenomenal here in the first couple of innings for Wisconsin Rapids. Even Sangbush, he wasn't out, but it is what it is. Redhawks have scratched 2 across since then. Outside, missed for a ball, and evens it up at a ball and a strike. The Panama Regional, again, Little League World Series in Panama. Don't even want to try and pronounce that city's name. And then the Puerto Rico Little League has also punched their ticket. 2-1. So 8 international teams. They have bumped the U.S. up to 10 teams. It had always been 8 and 8. They added a couple more. There's a strike to Caleb, and it's 2-2. They added the mountain region, which consists of Nevada, Utah, Montana, and Wyoming. Again, and rightfully so. That is very good of the Little League to do. The 2-2. That was going to be hit over to Graham at short, to second for 1, and not in time at first to throw home. Not in time. Barton scores. So a run comes in. John Barton scores. Caleb reaches on a fielder's choice. Laddick out at second on the 6 unassisted.
Number 6, Jake Whiffley.
Give him an RBI. Again, and then the Metro region added Connecticut, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island. Still looking for the first Wisconsin team to ever punch their ticket to the Little League World Series. Have not gotten one yet. Wisconsin 1, Midwest region maybe? Yeah. So there's some regions, as Whiffley swings and misses, throw down to first. There are some regions, that mountain region, that's only got one. Excuse me, that's only got 4 teams. And then the Wisconsin one with Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, and Wisconsin. That's a beauty. They always used to run into the Kentuckys. I know they've always had trouble with Kentuckys and Michigans. And the 1-2 to Whiffley. That one's going to be hit over to Graham. Tanner bobbles it and flips it over to second. They'll record the out at second to end the second inning. 3 runs across on 4 base hits and 1 runner left who have played 2 complete. It's the Redhawks 4 and the Merchants nothing. You're watching Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's 2-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals to remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Top of the third inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. 4-0 Redhawks. As Brandon Kranz is at the plate. Late add as a cheese curd batter, but he is there. The first offering to Kranz is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Good crowd watching online in this first place matchup Everest and Wisconsin Rapids, as that one misses low for a ball and evens it up at a ball and a strike. Again, we were just talking about the last inning or so, about the Little League World Series regionals happening. That one's going to be bounced over to Tyler Byer. He'll flip it over to Caleb Kromanocker for the first out of the inning. Regionals for some of them will start on Thursday the 4th. I know Tom Schnell, the designated hitter. Little League World Series happening August 17th through the 28th. 17th through the 28th in Williamsport, PA. Year number 75 for Little League Baseball. Little League World Series Baseball. Pretty cool. Again, hope to make a trip out to Williamsport at some point in the, not in the near future, but in the future. And 3 straight strikes, and Schnell's out via the strikeout. Strikeout number 2 for Caleb Kromanocker, and there's 2 away. Maybe in 25 years. How old am I now? 29? Jeez. Maybe in their 100th year. Maybe in the 100th year we'll make a trip to Williamsport, PA. That'd be pretty cool. Now back to the top of the order, and Tanner Graham chops this one over to Caden Sangbush. Again, goes to a knee. Low throw to Byer, and a quick 1-2-3 inning. We have played 2.5, just like that. It is Wisconsin Rapids 4, Everest nothing. You're watching Red Hawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. Nathan Kromanocker will lead things off. Then Nate Jacket and Caden Sangbush for the Red Hawks. Again, I appreciate everyone tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Brewers picked up a big win today over the Boston Red Sox in Boston. Have clinched a win, a series win. Got a 2-1 win yesterday and a pretty healthy win today. Couple of home runs for the Crew today, at least 3 from what I saw. And Nathan Kromanocker quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Again, Yankees got a win against Kansas City today. They are 1 win away from claiming their 70th win of the season to go along with 33 losses. That's insane. That was going to be chopped over to first and gobbled up there, and taking himself was Connor Langman for the 3 unassisted. 1 up and 1 down for Nate Jack, and grounded out to Brandon Krantz to end the 1st inning. Again, won't go through the AL East because the Yankees are slowly clinching that division. It'll just be a matter of probably a couple of weeks. Toronto, Tampa Bay, Baltimore, and Boston. First one misses lone away for a ball, 1-0. AL Central. AL Central is a little bit closer. It's the closest division in the American League. The Minnesota Twins at 52-47. They have lost 3 games in a row, including the loss or 2 to Milwaukee. To start this weekend or to start this week, they're in San Diego. The Cleveland Guardians at 51-49. They are a game and a half out. Chicago White Sox 49-50, 3 games out. Then it gets further away after that. The Detroit Tigers 12.5 out, and the Kansas City Royals at 14 out. And then the AL West, much like the AL East, one top team, the Houston Astros. There's a spinner, and it's 2-2. Houston Astros at 66-35, and then everybody else. The Seattle Mariners at 54-47. The Rangers 20 games out. Angels 23.5 games out. Misses just inside. And the Oakland Athletics at 27.5 games out. Hard for the Athletics. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, and they are still 28 games out of first place. That one's going to be slapped over to Graham, bobbled, and an error. Tanner Graham having a tough time at shortstop this evening. First error of the game. See who played short there last time over here.
Third baseman, number 12.
Yeah, Tanner Graham as well. Graham played short the last time they were here. And a handful of guys that are not here that played in the first meeting. First offering to Caden Sengbush, who singled back in the second inning. In the National League, the New York Mets at 62-37. They have a 3-game lead on the Atlanta Braves, and then really, again, everybody else. Philadelphia Phillies at 53-47. Excuse me, that one just misses low. Mets at 62-37. Braves at 60-41. Phillies at 53-47. They're 9.5 games out. And then the Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Nielsen really pounding in the breaking balls the last couple of innings, or last couple of batters, I should say. The NL West, the Dodgers, again, just about all these divisions except the Centrals. Now it's going to be a slow roller to Nielsen. He turns, goes to second for 1, and Graham is able to keep his foot. Sengbush reaches on the fielder's choice. Jackin out at second, and now Tyler Byer. The NL West, the Dodgers with a 12-game lead over the Padres, 18.5 over the Giants, 22 over the Diamondbacks, 23 over the Rockies. And then the NL Central, the Brewers with a 3.5-game lead over St. Louis, 15 over the Cubs, 16.5 over the Pirates, and 18 over the Cincinnati Reds. Take a look at the Cardinals game right now. And Sengbush will make his way down to second base on a pass ball right through the wickets of Logan Langman. The Cardinals with a 3-1 lead over Washington right now. Get you the wild card here in just a moment as well. A lot more interesting in the wild card. The 1-0 to Byer, misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes to the Red Hawks first baseman Tyler Byer. The AL wild card, the Toronto Blue Jays with a 2-game lead. The Seattle Mariners again trying to break their playoff appearance streak. Byer's going to lift this one into center field, slams his bat. Coleman Schilling will make the catch to end the third inning. No runs, no hits, an error, and 1 left on. We have play 3 complete. 4-0 Red Hawks. You're watching Red Hawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi,
this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Top of the 4th inning we go. Coleman Schilling, Ryan Huczak, and Josh Nielsen to lead things off here for the Everest Merchants. And before we get to the top of the 4th inning, hear from our friends over at the Ridges Golf Course. 18 beautiful holes of golf awaits you at the Ridges Golf Course in Wisconsin Rapids. Enjoy their new outdoor patio and updated banquet hall to go along with well-manicured greens, hazards, and challenging holes. That is at the Ridges Golf Course here in Wisconsin Rapids. Coleman Schilling struck out looking back in the first. That's a fly out or a fly ball to right, and Ryan Searing makes the call and makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down here in the 4th. As Ryan Huczak, who grounded into a double play to end the first inning, is up to bat. Kromanocker wheels and deals, and a spinner is a beauty. And it's 0-1. Ball game moving right along. We play in the top of the 4th of this matchup of 2 undefeated teams. That's going to be a line drive into left center field. That one gets into the gap. Cole Laddick cuts it off. And nicely done by Cole Laddick to hold Huczak to a lead or to a 1-out single. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. That's Mobile Link here in Wisconsin Rapids. Now Josh Nielsen, the pitcher. Now it's going to be a check swing. Byer to second for 1, to first, and got him again. A double play. 3-6-1 double play to end the 4th inning. We have played 3.5. Still 4-0 Redhawks. You're watching Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
Hey, why don't we? We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 7, 8, and 9, 2 up for the Red Hawks. Searing, Barton, and Laddick against Josh Nielsen here in the bottom of the fourth. Again, a couple of double plays tonight for the Red Hawks. Defensively have looked crisp, have the Red Hawks. First offering to Searing was good for a strike. He singled, had a bloop single over Tanner Graham's head in that 3-run second inning. That's a high chopper. Nielsen comes off the mound. He'll play it himself and toss over to first for the out. 1 up and 1 down for John Barton for Wisconsin Rapids. As soon as I can, we'll get these next reads for you here from Fleet Farm. I know they're here somewhere. Maybe I put them up here. Yeah, no. We'll find them. First offering to Barton misses for a ball. Barton had an RBI single back in the second as well. Again, our fall schedule. Swings and misses there. Our fall master schedule on Zaleski Sports, again, is full. And it is going to be another doozy of a fall on Zaleski Sports. That one's going to be hit into the screen. Again, football, soccer. You got volleyball. And don't know if we'll have any live tennis. We'll have tennis highlights throughout the fall. But 3 live sports with football, volleyball, and soccer for sure. The other ones are tough. You can't really do cross-country live. There's a strike to Barton and a backwards K. That's the first strikeout of the night for Josh Nielsen. The second out of the inning.
Left fielder, number 9, Cole Laddick.
What else is there in the boys golf in the fall? No, girls golf in the fall. Golf is tough. Indoor sports in the winter are easier, especially in the state of Wisconsin, to have more events. But you won't be hoping for more. You might be, actually. You never know. But we'll have a lot for you. At least 6 or that might be a little low. 7 or 8 football games a night on Friday nights. But luckily, again, we got games on Thursday. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, the Red Raiders have back-to-back Thursday games. Cran's over at third, on the run, throw low, and an infield base hit for Cole Laddick. Laddick beats it out. Again, the sun drenching over the infield right now. And left-handed batters. Really tough for left-handed batters and right-handed pitchers. And the whole right side of the infield. The sun just drenching the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank field here in Wisconsin Rapids. Squares the bunt, pops it up into the screen. And it's 0-1. Caleb tonight, a single and a run score in the first. Reached on a RBI fielder's choice in the second. Again, everything will start on Thursday, August 18th. High school football. Now it's going to be hit to short. Stopped there by Graham and no play. That was a great play by Tanner Graham, but no play anywhere with the speedy Laddick and speedy Kromanocker and back-to-back base hits with 2 outs here for the Red Hawks. Now Whitfley today. A couple of groundouts for Jake. Two on, 2 out for the Red Hawks. Spinner had it back and out of there. Is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Can appreciate everyone making us a part of your Saturday night here. Dairyland League crossover baseball. Now, flies are nasty tonight, aren't they? Jeez. Another spinner. That one misses just high. They haven't been this bad all summer. Two balls and two strikes. Or, excuse me, 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs. Offering to Whitfley. Going to be popped up, foul territory. Langman can't chase it down. He had a couple of nice catches during warm-ups that Tom Fish was hitting up to him behind home plate and making a couple of nice catches right along the screen. Whitfley behind, a ball and 2 strikes. We play in the bottom of the 4th inning here. 2 undefeated Dairyland League teams going at it. They split the season series. Everest won here 2-0. Rapids 1 up and Everest 5-4. The 1-2 coming home. Now it's going to be lifted into shallow center. Long run. Graham out to make the catch, and he does in shallow center field to end the 4th inning. Another nice play by Tanner Graham. We have played 4 completes. Rapids doesn't score any on 2 hits with 2 outs. We have played 4 complete. It is the Red Hawks 4 and the Merchants nothing. You're watching Red Hawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, masonvilledairy.com.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids as we have played 4 innings. It is 4-0 Red Hawks as they continue mid-inning or mid-game raffle offerings. And Caleb Kromanocker back out on the mound. We hear from our friends again at Fleet Farm. Get all your pet supplies at Fleet Farm for dogs, cats, and wild birds. You'll find the top brands and unbeatable selection of food, treats, toys, grooming, bedding, even health items. Get everything you need in one stop at Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. We bring you live Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports. And bringing you, or thank you for making us a part of your Saturday night. Brewers aren't playing. Played already this afternoon. There is a couple of other things to watch, but we thank you all for making us, putting this great game on whichever device you are watching on. Connor Langman to lead things off, then Owen Latondras, and then Logan Langman Now it's going to be hit into center field. Coming in on it is Nathan Kromanocker, and he makes the catch. A diving catch by Nathan Kromanocker, and there's one away. Again, a big part of that is how much ground Nathan can make, so he can play a little bit more shallow in center. He's able to make it, dive, and roll, and make that catch. Now there's one away for Latendresse. He doubled back in the second inning. Outside corner, good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Jason Zaleski always tells you when there's multiple games on Zaleski Sports that get every device you can. Computers, phones, tablets. We've given you fair warning, and we've given you plenty of time the last about 4 or 5 months. And Latendresse stuck his elbow out there and got hit by a pitch. Whichever way they can get on at this point, I guess, right? Or there's a little bit of an argument from Caleb Kromanocker, but not much, as Latendresse stuck that front elbow out and didn't make any efforts to get out of the way. And now Logan Langman lets go of the bat. Look out. Swung on and missed. No batting gloves, and it is a little warmer tonight. Lost control of it, lost grip of it. And he rubs the pine tar that is up on the handle just a little bit more. Brandon Kranz waits on deck for the Merchants. 0-1. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. And Zaleski Sports, your #1 sports live streamer in the state. Spinner outside. Last calendar year, starting with the first football game, I think we were closing in on 1,000 broadcasts. 365 days, 1,000 broadcasts. You can do the math because I can't. And got him looking a backwards K, and there's 2 away. Strikeout number 3 for Caleb Kromanocker. There's 2 away now for Brandon Kranz, who grounded out to Tyler Byer in the 3rd inning.
This is the Merchants' third baseman, number 17, Brandon Kranz.
Tom Schnell awaits on deck for the Merchants. Low and in for a ball, 1-0. Kromanocker wheels and deals. High and tight, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Caleb did throw on Wednesday night against Scandinavia. He went 3 innings. Tyler Byer went 2. And Ethan Peters went 4, striking out 10 batters. Not much contests in there at bats. There's a beauty right underneath the hands, and it runs even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Caleb comes set, takes that deep breath. 2-2. Going to be hit over to Byer and through the legs of Tyler Byer. Going from first to third is Latendresse. And now the Merchants with runners at the corners and 2 outs. First error of the night for the Redhawks. A sharply hit ball to Byer at first. Talk about the hot corner over at third with right-handed batters. First base just the same with left-handed batters. And now Schnell, who struck out. There's a high chopper over to Jackin. Jackin across. Little throw, and Byer scoops it up. Whoa, 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 whoa. No way. No way. Yeah, give it an infield hit. Man, oh man. Run comes in. Said he had his foot off the base. Said he had his foot all twisted up and off the base, and the first offering to Graham is good for a strike. So a run comes in, and it's 4-1 Redhawks. Been a couple of close plays on the base paths. Have not gone the way of Wisconsin Rapids. Man, oh man. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We play in the top of the 5th. A run across for Everest. The 1-1. Spinner and a beauty. 1-2. For Rapids in the 5th, they'll have Nathan Kromanocker, Nate Jacket, and Caden Sengbush. The 1-2. A spinner and missed. And that will end our 5th inning. A run across for Everest on 1 hit. There was an error, and there were 2 runners left on base. We have played 4.5, halfway through this one here in Wisconsin Rapids. It is 4-1 Redhawks. You're watching Redhawks Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Nathan Kromanocker to lead things off. Nate Jacket and Caden Sengbush for the Redhawks. Nathan and RBI ground out in the first, and they ground out to first in the 3rd. And the first offering. Inside corner, good for a strike, and it's 0-1. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair. Custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. That's Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in. We appreciate all the help from our sponsors, as we always do, throughout the summer and throughout the whole school year. Allen's fouled at the plate, and it's 1-2. Again, without these without our sponsors and without the help of all of you going to be patrons at those businesses, not be able to bring you live sports on Zaleski Sports all year long. Never stops. It's going to be hit over to first. It's a fair ball. Rounding first and going to second is Nathan Kromanocker, and a leadoff double for Nathan right inside the bag at first. And that was a call that Derek Freeman has, and a leadoff double right off the handle. And a leadoff base hit for Wisconsin Rapids, and now Nate Jacket.
The shortstop, number 5, Nate Jacket.
Again, football, volleyball, and soccer turn right into basketball, hockey, wrestling, and then baseball, softball, and soccer, and then baseball, and then football. Never stops. And we can't do that without the help of our sponsors that you watch the commercials and see the lower third ads underneath the scoreboard scrolling throughout the broadcast, and then the reads that we have as well. 1 ball, no strikes to Nate Jacket. Playing the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-1 Red Hawks. There's a strike in there to Nate. He evens it up at a ball and a strike. And we have been very, very privileged to be able to, or have had the privilege to cover some phenomenal teams, some top-notch athletes, and some phenomenal moments as well here on Zaleski Sports. And to be able to go to all these locations, all these schools and venues, and again, can't do it without the help of our sponsors. The 1-2 back to Nate Jacken. Nathan Kromanocker leads from second. Nobody hold him on. Long look from Nielsen. And misses high, pops the mitts, and it runs even at 2-2. 68th pitch for Josh Nielsen. Caleb Kromanocker at 47 through 5 innings. And again, it helps a lot with your infield turning a couple of double plays. Time called by Langman behind the plate. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the weeks ahead, as it is going to be a scorcher next week or next 10 days or so. Give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call right away. For furnace and EC service in Wisconsin Rapids, we'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 705-301-0256 and visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. 2-2 coming home. Swung on a miss, and down goes Jacken via the strikeout. That is strikeout number 2 for Josh Nielsen. There's 2 away for Caden Sengbush. Singled in the second, reached down a fielder's choice. Reached down a fielder's choice in the third. Phenomenal speed on the base pass for the Red Hawks with Nathan Kromanocker out there. Leadoff double. Sengbush right off the end of the bat fouls it back, 0-1. As mentioned, Caden going to La Crosse to play some baseball in the fall, or in the next month or so. Go head down to La Crosse. We'll have the opportunity to play against some of his Wisconsin Rapids Red Raider teammates from years past. There's a spinner and a good one. Tyler Byer, an alum. Nathan and Caleb Kromanocker, alums of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln, all members of the Stevens Point Pointers baseball team. The 0-2 coming back. Time is called. Nielsen taking a while with Nathan Kromanocker standing out at second base. Oh-2 coming back. High and tight. And see if we can, don't know where we might be able to, but if any of you are watching online and know of a Marshfield Chaparral score, please pass it along as Sengbush fouls that one straight back. Chaparral's in Rib Lake tonight. So let us know if you know of a Marshfield Chaparral score, and we'll pass it along and let everybody else know. Again, if Marshfield wins, they're in the playoffs. If they lose, they're out. That's just the nature of the fourth place teams playing tonight. And the 1-2 coming home. Evens it up at 2-2. Tyler Byer awaits on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. Lights come on here at the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field. Ball game just over an hour old, an hour and 12 minutes. The 2-2 to Caden Sengbush. Foul straight back into the screen. Stays at 2-2. Wisconsin Rapids 4, Everest 1. Rapids scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second. And Everest scored 1 in the top of the fifth. That's where we stand now. 1 run. They got 4 hits. Oh yeah, that's right. Sengbush right into right center field. That one is going to be gobbled up there by Huczak. Kromanocker will score easily. And an RBI base hit for Caden Sengbush. And the Redhawks get that run back here in the 5th inning. What an at-bat by Caden Sengbush. Nicely done. Nicely done for the Redhawks third baseman. 5-1 Rapids. First offering to Byer misses low for a ball. 76th pitch for Josh Nielsen. 77th pitch, I should say. Caleb Kromanocker at 47. Nielsen still only 1 out here in the 5th inning. Now it's going to be hit over to third. Kranz across and will retire Byer. Sengbush reaches second. 5-3 put out, and there's 2 away for Ryan Searing. A single and a run score in the second. Ground out in the 4th.
Right fielder, number 8, Ryan Searing.
A good crowd on hand here in Wisconsin Rapids as the sun starts to set behind the trees and the bleachers on the football side of things. First offering to Searing is good for a strike, and it's 0-1. That's what we can expect. Playing football during the light hours for about the first couple weeks. Searing's behind 0-2. Again, one of the only sports, really the only sport where you can start broadcasting in August in shorts, and then by the time the season is over, you're in your winter gear. First football game is on August 18th. State tournament is on November 17th. Now it's popped up to center, and that will end our 5th inning. A run across on 2 hits. Redhawks leave 1. We have played 5 complete. It was Wisconsin Rapids 5, Everest 1. You are watching Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Ink. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Ink to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Top of the 6th inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. It will be 2, 3, and 4 for the Merchants. Schilling, Huczak, and Nielsen.
All right, we're headed to the 6th inning. Leading off for the Merchants, number 12, the center fielder, Coleman Schilling.
First one to Schilling is missed for a ball. That was going to be hit over to Jackin at short. Steps, throws for the first out. 1 up and 1 down for Ryan Huczak. DNL Recreation here in Wisconsin Rapids. Get all your camper needs in Wisconsin Rapids at DNL Recreation. I can't thank everyone enough here on Zaleski Sports. First pitch this evening was at 7 o'clock, 80 degrees, sunny. Again, it is as picturesque as you can get it here. And the first offering to Huczak is good for a strike. Ryan grounded into a double play, and then he was part of a double play in the 4th. And we have been very fortunate. That one's going to be lifted to left. Laddick gets it and makes the catch for the out. 2 up and 2 down for Josh Nielsen, who grounded into that double play in the 4th inning. Huczak just got underneath that one and popped it out to left. 2 away here in the 6th. Foul straight back at us. Right into the screen. Again, first pitch is 7 o'clock. We play at 8:20 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Steve Maves alongside Olivia Zimmerman here at the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field. Again, on the beautiful campus of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School. We have been very, very fortunate this year. And that one's going to be lined left field and foul. Been very fortunate this year, and they have done a great job with this place. Early on in the season, there was concern that it wouldn't get done and that they wouldn't be able to play with those little rubber balls that they put in there, or the padding. It's going to be hit into left field, 2-out base hit. They were still sprinkling those on during the first game of the year, and then there were and then the bleachers weren't done yet, and so there was a lot that still had to be done. And again, with as crazy as Wisconsin winters and springtime is, to be able to get this place done when they did was still pretty remarkable. And it is as nice as it gets here in central Wisconsin. And I would expect a lot of people go down to Mauston, go down to the Woodside complex down there, and rightfully so. It is a beautiful, gorgeous place. Look out back here. Look out. And it's 0-2 now. But I would expect next spring that we would see a lot of baseball and softball being played here when other fields, because it is turf, a lot of other fields and schools would not be ready for their season. And that one misses low, and it's 1-2. So again, I would expect a lot of baseball and softball to be played here in the early part of April next year, even into the mid to late part of April as well. 1-2, low and in the dirt. And if we get lucky enough, and if there are teams that are there for us, we'll be here no matter who it is. The house is just about 10 minutes away, if that, not even. It's going to be hit right and caught by Kromanocker. A line drive back at Caleb Kromanocker. And the impressive defensive plays continue for the Red Hawks. We have played 5.5, still 5-1. Wisconsin Rapids, you're watching Red Hawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Bottom of the sixth inning we go here in Wisconsin Rapids. John Barton, Cole Laddick, Caleb Kromanocker, 8-9-1 due up for the Red Hawks here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Again, let us know where you're watching from. Give you a shout out here on Zaleski Sports in the chat box, chat bar. Whatever it is, let us know where you're watching and enjoying baseball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. As John Barton at the plate, RBI single in the second, and a strikeout in the fourth. Nielsen out there, 82nd pitch is swung on and missed by Johnny Barton, and it's 0-1. Rapid stat line with 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 5 runners left on. For Everest, a run on 5 hits, an error, and 4 left on. High and in, and it's 0-2 to Barton. And Caleb Kromanocker is through 6 innings, 59 pitches. Less than 10 pitches an inning. And has given up a run and 5 hits to go along with it. He's gotten a couple of double plays, 1 in the first and 1 in the fourth. 4 strikeouts, no walks. There's a swing and a miss, and Barton goes down for the second time via the strikeout. And there's 1 away. Strikeout number 3 for Josh Nielsen.
Left fielder, number 9, Cole Laddick.
Cole Laddick today, RBI fielder's choice and a single to his name. Offering from Nielsen is going to be blooped into right center and a base hit. Hit number 10 for the Red Hawks here tonight. 2 base hits for Cole Laddick. And now back to the top of the order and Caleb Kromanocker. A couple of base hits and a RBI fielder's choice in the second. Again, the one spot where the Red Hawks have struggled with this year at times is getting the bat on the ball. Their pitching is what their pitching is going to do. Tonight's being able to pound out as many hits as they have in the sixth inning is as impressive as it has been against a team like this in Everest. As impressive as it has been all season long. The 1-0. That's going to be lined into left, and coming in on it, it's going to fall, and able to get it before it got past him was Latondras. And again, 2 base runners for Jacob Whiffley. Again, the other night against Scandinavia, they scored 11 runs on just 6 hits. They drew a lot of walks. And the first offering to Jacob Whiffley. There's a swing and a miss behind the fastball, and it's 0-1. Nathan Kromanocker on deck. Two on, 1 out. 90th pitch of Josh Nielsen's night. Misses high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. A long look for Nielsen. Good speed on the base pass for the Redhawks. Whiffley fouls that one straight back. Ball and 2 strikes to the Redhawks second baseman, Jacob Whiffley. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. And great crowd on hand here in Wisconsin Rapids for this beautiful Saturday night game. 1-2 coming back. Low. In the dirt. And evens it up at 2-2. Sudsy Car Wash is your express tunnel car wash plus a 24-hour touchless car wash. They offer an express interior clean and so much more. Keep your vehicle clean at Sudsy Car Wash on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Not too far away from here. Time called. Right down the road. Same parking lot area as Pick and Save and Grace's Restaurant. Whiffley fouls that one straight back again. And Jacob Whiffley thought that thought that Langman caught it, or that Whiffley or Jake thought that he just completely missed it. Jacob Whiffley was heading back to the dugout. Shakes one off to Nielsen. Shakes 2 off, shakes 3 off, shakes 4 off. The 5th one he likes. 2-2. Popped up. Foul territory. Again, look out back here. And Langman's going to make the nice catch. And he was practicing those a lot during warm-ups. And there's 2 away. And now Nathan Kromanocker. Tonight's RBI ground out. A leadoff ground out and a double. Again, speed on the base paths is not an issue, as Caleb is as quick as it comes at first, and Cole Laddick is nice and fast at second as well. Base hit anywhere, Cole will score easily. Might be a play if Caleb gets a shot. Outside, misses. For Everest in the 7th, it'll be 6, 7, and 8. Nathan trying to give his brother some insurance runs here. One ball, no strikes. That one is going to be hit to first, and that'll end our 6th inning. No runs, 2 base hits, and 2 runners left on base for the Redhawks. We have played 6 complete. It is 5-1 Redhawks. You're watching Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Owen Latondras to lead things off. Logan Langman and Brandon Kranz for the Everest Merchants as we play in the top of the 7th inning. Latondras today a double, and he was hit by a pitch.
Leading off for the Merchants, the left fielder, number 11, Owen Latondras.
Kromanocker back out there. This is just his 60th pitch, and that one gets blooped to Whipfley. Waves everybody off. One pitch. And one out. And Caleb has been as efficient as it comes here tonight. 60 pitches through 6 1/3 innings. And now Logan Langman, a ground out and a strikeout for Logan tonight. Way behind the fastball, and it's 0-1. Foul straight into the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. O2 coming back outside and missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Everest catcher. Everest catcher. Bounces in front of the left-handed batter's box, and it's 2-2. Brandon Kranz awaits on deck. Just past 8:30 here in central Wisconsin. And Kromanocker blows it past Langman. And that is strikeout number 5 for Caleb Kromanocker. And there's 2-way for Brandon Kranz. A ground out and an error. And one thing that I don't think it gets lost in the camera, as we have been blessed with some fantastic shots on our camera this summer, but it'll show more as we continue throughout this game. Again, we're already in the top of the 7th inning, but as Kranz is going to hit this one over to Jack, and high throw, and going up for it was Tyler Byer. Man, oh man, Tyler Byer just saved Nate Jackin from an error. Time to get up and stretch here in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll talk more about the sunset when we get back. It is 5-1 Redhawks. You're watching Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Nate Jack going to lead things off as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Jack and Sengbush and Byer for Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 7th. First offering to Jack and misses low for a ball. Nate tonight, ground out in the 1st, reached on an error in the 3rd, and struck out in the 5th. And he's ahead in the count 2-0. Josh Nielsen closing in on 100 pitches here tonight. Number 99 is good for a strike. Sangbush awaits on deck. Caden's had a nice night at the plate. Give you the defensive alignment. I don't know if I ever did that earlier on. That one's going to be grounded, backhanded by Graham across, and not in time, but man, oh man. Tanner Graham making another nice play. He did that, I remember going back to finish off the game, I think it was, in mid-June. I think Graham, yeah, that's what he did. Threw out Hunter Boudreau to end the game in the 9th. That was, he's had his ups and downs here tonight, but Tanner is a smooth shortstop. Pitch 101 to Sangbush. High and tight. Again, don't forget, Masonville Dairy postgame show wraps up our broadcast here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Talk to a player of the game. In there for a strike to Caden, and it's 1-1. Owen Latondras in left, Coleman Schilling in center, and Ryan Huczak in right. Brandon Kranz, Tanner Graham, Tony Leby, and Connor Langman from third to first. Logan Langman catching. Throw down to first. Jacking back easily. Two balls and a strike, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. Pitch 104 for Nielsen coming here. That one's in tight. 3-1. Gonna have highlights of this game later on tomorrow. We'll have them posted. Probably get them done tonight. Schedule them for tomorrow morning. Now it's going to be lifted into right center field. Tracking over on it is Huczak, and he makes the catch, falling towards the warning track as Caden Sangbush tips his hat to him. There's one away. And tough part of the night with the sky the way it is and the ball the color it is, and not easy. And Huczak made a nice play out there in right field. Tyler Byer, a single, a fly out and a ground out for Tyler tonight. First offering to Byer. Low for a ball. See if Tom Fish comes in to pitch in the 8th and the 9th for Everest, or if they just let Nielsen throw as much as he wants. Jacking from first with one out. Now it's going to be hit over to third. Double play opportunity to second for one. To first, not in time. Byer will reach on a fielder's choice. Jacking out at second, and there's two outs for Ryan Searing. Single and a ground out and a fly out for Ryan tonight.
Right fielder, number 8, Ryan Searing.
There is warm-up action for Rapids in the bullpen. As it looks like lefty Ethan Peters. There's a swing and miss. That was a beauty from Nielsen. It's 0-1. It does look like maybe Ethan Peters has entered the building, as they say. Ethan has been on a tear lately on the mound. Long look, the 0-1. Lifted up, foul territory, no play and out of play. 0-2. Ethan Peters was finished the Division III baseball season tied for the country lead in saves this year at Loris. He's going to head back to Loris in the fall, or for the fall semester and the spring semester, and play his 5th year. The 0-2. That one gets past. Byer trotting down to second. So Ethan's college days are not done playing for Loris, as he will play that 5th year granted. All those kids that, I don't know if this is the reason, but all those kids that had that 2020 season taken away, they had another year of eligibility, and I think Ethan is taking full advantage of it. The 1-2, and got him looking. And that'll end our 7th inning. Ethan Peters coming in to try and close the door in the 8th and the 9th. No runs on a base hit and 1 left on for Wisconsin Rapids. We have played 7 complete. 5-1 Redhawks. You're watching Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, masonvilledairy.com.
Ethan Peters will be on the mound to try and shut the door on this one for Wisconsin Rapids. Caleb Kromanocker goes 7 innings. Goes 7 innings, 5 hits, a run. It was unearned. No walks and 5 strikeouts. Again, he went 7 innings and only threw 67 pitches. That is as efficient as you can get. And now Ethan Peters will be on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids to try and shut the door here tonight on the Everest Merchants. Last night, or on Wednesday night, Ethan came in, pitched 4 innings. Again, if you're just joining us, Ethan Peters, one of the best, if not the best, relief pitchers in all the area. Peters went 4 innings, struck out 10 batters, and the other 2 were groundouts to third base and second base. Against Scandinavia on Wednesday, he faced 12 batters and struck out 10 of them. And he will face off with Tom Schnell to lead things off here in the 8th inning. Again, as of right now, Caleb Kromanocker, our player of the game, he had 3 base hits, an RBI, and went 7 innings with no issue on the mound. First offering from Ethan Peters, misses for a ball. Again, Ethan works quick, which is to my liking. Very much appreciated. There's a swing and a miss. Checked his swing in there anyway. 1-1. Again, Ethan, Loris College. Missed high for a ball. 2-1. He was on the mound, got the save in the spring when Loris beat Iowa. The Hawkeyes. The 2-1. There's a swing and a miss. He was on the mound he got the final out of that game. The 2-2 coming home. Inside for a ball. And the number 9 hitter, Tanner Graham, on deck. Over to first. Byer bobbles it, and he regains it for the 3 unassisted. But hats off to Tom Schnell, getting a little bad on the ball. Even though it was a ground out, Schnell was able to not strike out. And now back to the top of the order, and Tanner Graham. Singled in the first, ground out in the third, and struck out in the 5th. There's a swing and a miss to Graham, and it's 0-1. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Peters falling behind. 2-1. Coleman Schilling on deck. Peters puts it in front of his face and fires home. That's going to be grounded right off the mitt of Peters, and trouble, and Jackin guns him out at first. Nate Jackin with a rocket over to first. Looked like it was going to be, or it was a slow roller, as Ethan trying to warm up that left arm.
Center fielder, number 12, Coleman Schilling.
Now Coleman Schilling 0 for 3 days, strikeout, fly on the ground out. That was as nice of a play as I've seen Nate make this summer. It was a beauty. 1-0 to Coleman Schilling. Inside off the mid of Barton. 2 balls and no strikes. In there for a strike. 2-1. Ryan Huczak waiting on deck for Everest. Ethan looking to wait for him in the 9th. Out of play. Evens it up 2-2. So a couple of ground outs. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and the slider gets him. Nasty from Ethan Peters. We have played 7.5. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 5-1 Rapids. You're watching Redhawks baseball. Zaleski Sports.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Bottom of the 8th inning we go. John Barton, Cole Laddick, and not sure who will bat in the 1 spot. We'll see. They did not have a DH tonight, so see if Ethan will pick up a bat, and he's got his helmet on. First offering to John Barton. Swung on a miss. Barton has been behind that fastball tonight. Nobody on, nobody out, bottom of the 8th. Barton chops this one foul. Right past Jesse Fritz, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Blaine Wallen chases it down and retrieves it for the Hawks. And Nielsen shakes about 3 or 4 off every time. The same there. The 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that was a breaking ball. 3rd time tonight that John Barton has struck out. Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract or retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Now Cole Laddick lifts this one up and out of play. Cole today reached down a fielder's choice in the second on an RBI. Singled in the fourth, singled in the sixth. 5-1 Wisconsin Rapids. They scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the fifth. Everest scored 1 in the top of the fifth. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cole. Ethan Peters on deck for the Redhawks. Going to get a shot to bat tonight. Coming in for Caleb Kromanocker. Again, Caleb went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits, a run, and 5 strikeouts. Cole spinning out of there. Almost dropped right in there. It's 2-1. Kicks and fires. Going to be hit into right and right in front of Huczak. And Cole Laddick's had a nice night at the plate. 3 base hits and reached down a fielder's choice to Cole tonight. And now Ethan Peters hitting for himself. Not a spot. Ethan is
Number 13, Ethan Peters.
not a spot that Ethan has been in a whole lot. The first offering. Lifts that one up and out of play. Look out to the vehicles back there. These kids chase it down. 50 cents a piece for a ball. Not too shabby. Can't really buy anything now. Just buy a couple suckers or airheads or candy or something. Not much anymore. The 0-2 to Peter, or the 0-1 to Peters is good for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Nielsen fires home. Looks at the runner Laddick. Low for a ball. The 1-2 back to Peters. Now it's going to be blooped, and out on it is Graham, and he makes another nice catch. Man, oh man, Tanner has made some nice catches tonight. And there's 2 away for Jacob Whipfley. Tanner's got some range. Again, he had some issues early on fielding the ball. Other than that, he has he's been as smooth and as good as it gets. Tanner Graham over at shortstop. Foul straight back and a high fastball. It's 0-1. Looking ahead to the Everest 9th, they will have 3, 4, and 5. Huczak, Nielsen, and Langman against Ethan Peters. Again, don't forget our Masonville Dairy postgame show wraps this game up tonight. The 0-1 to Whipfley. That one is off the mitt, and to second goes Laddick. Big turn at second for Cole. Reaches on the pass ball. That's a ball that's got to be caught. Now Whipfley an opportunity to give the Redhawks some more insurance runs. Ethan Peters can't technically give him a save, not a save opportunity, being up by 4 runs. That one's going to be off the end of the bat. Whipfley changed bats throughout the game today, too. Had a tan one earlier, now it's all solid black. See if he can get out of his hitting woes. That's what batters usually do. The 1-2. And just missed. Able to hold his swing. 2-2 now. Laddick from second. Deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Long look and fires home. popped up out of place right behind us. Nielsen up to 126. With no sign of slowing down. Josh has been very impressive on the mound tonight for Everest. The 2-2. And outside corner and got him. Nielsen finishes off the 8th inning with no runs given up. A base hit. That's the 13th of the night for Wisconsin Rapids. Go to the top of the 9th. Last shot here for the Merchants. It's 5-1 Rapids. You're watching Red Hawks Baseball. Zaleski Sports.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become a surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
Top of the 9th inning we go. For Everest, they'll have Huczak, Nielsen, and Langman.
To the 9th inning we go, and leading off for the Everest Merchants in the 9th, the right fielder, number 20, Ryan Huczak.
Huczak today. He fouls that one straight back. Grounded into a double play in the first, singled in the 4th, and then was erased on a double play in that 4th inning and flew out to left in the 6th. There's a strike to Huczak, 0-2 to the Everest right fielder. Ethan gets one he likes. Checked his swing as and checked down to first. He did not go. As that was a heck of a holdup by Ryan Huczak. 1-2 fires home. And that one bounces away from everybody. And evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Everest scored once in the 5th inning on a close-ish play at first when Tom Schnell singled and Owen Latendresse came in to score. That was going to be lifted into center. Nathan backing up, and he makes the catch for the first out. Coming up next is a Masonville Dairy post-game show. Masonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Masonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or at masonvilledairy.com. That is where you can find Masonville Dairy cheese curds. And we'll hear from them if he can get 2 more outs. That one's popped up a mile in the air. Sangbush ranges over, and he reaches back and makes the catch with a grin on his face. And there's 2 away just like that for Connor Langman. Rapids 1 out away from clinching and wrapping up a number 1 seed for the district tournament next week. Undefeated in league play throughout the summer. And the first offering to Langman. Sidearm delivery, misses outside, and it's 1-0. Langman line back to Caleb Kromanocker in the 6th. That one just missed. 2-0. Owen Latondras awaits on deck. Not missing by much, but just not getting that outside corner. 3-0. And walked him on 4 pitches. Not something Ethan does often or ever. And now Owen Latondras, double hit by a pitch and a pop-out tonight for Latondras. Ethan dangles that left arm, sets his feet, and fires home. And 5 in a row out of the zone for Ethan Peters. Not missing by much, to say the least. Now it's going to be singled up the middle and a base hit. Nobody standing at second base. Nathan was going to come up throwing. First base hit given up by Ethan Peters in quite a while. And now there's 2 on for Logan Langman. A couple of strikeouts tonight for Logan and a ground out.
The catcher, number 5, Logan Langman.
Just past the 2-hour mark here in Wisconsin Rapids. First one misses inside. 1-0. Battle of the undefeated teams in league play. That was going to be hit up the middle and into center field. They're going to hold the runner at third, and the bases are loaded for Everest. And Brandon Kranz ground out in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 5th, and struck out in the 7th. Or excuse me, and grounded out in the 7th. Man, oh man. Must be low. Not missing by much. The 1-0. 2-0. Making it interesting here in the top of the 9th. There's a strike. And final, as of right now, final home game for Rapids. Popped up, foul territory. Barton drifting over, coming back, and he makes the catch. John Barton makes the catch to end the game in foul territory. And that will do it. Man, what a job by John Barton behind the plate tonight for Wisconsin Rapids. No runs on 2 hits and no errors and 3 left on. That is your ball game. Wisconsin Rapids 5 and the Everest Merchants 1. Hear from our friends at Masonville Dairy when we get back. Again, Masonville Dairy postgame show coming up next. Rapids wins this one 5-1, and they claim their spot, the number 1 seed in the district tournament in a couple of weeks. Back to Rapids right after this.
Masonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Masonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968. and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Masonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field here in Wisconsin Rapids. Time now for a Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily at NasonvilleDairy.com. Wisconsin Rapids picks up a 5-1 win over the Everest Merchants, again claiming that number one spot in the district tournament in a couple of weeks. Wisconsin Rapids goes 5 runs on 13 hits, an error, and 9 runners left on base. Everest goes 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, and 7 runners left on base. Everest's only run came in the 5th inning. Caleb Kromanocker gets the win, goes 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, and 5 strikeouts. And Josh Nielsen takes the loss. He goes 130-some pitches, goes 8 innings, gives up 13 hits, 5 runs, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. With that, we're going to sign things off here from the Nakusa Port Edward State Bank Field in Wisconsin Rapids. Thank you all for tuning in all summer long. We'll have the district tournament in a couple of weeks in Marshfield at Jack Hackman Field. Joe Anderson will have that game, or have that tournament for you. He'll provide the play-by-play. We're not sure when our next game is. That will be determined on how Marshfield does tonight, and if John Kromanocker can schedule a game or two with the Chaparrals if they beat Rib Lake today. For Olivia Zimmerman, this is Steve Mave signing off from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Our final score, once again, the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks 5 and the Everest Merchants 1. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. We'll talk to you again soon. You have been watching exclusive coverage of Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks baseball on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everyone.